So let's see. How do drugs affect how or where you vibrate? Yeah, so depending on the drug, like the narcotic is what I just heard, it can throw you off completely. So there is plant medicine, and then there is synthesized, human created in the lab, altering substances. And what they do is they have, because we're not talking about just one, we're talking about the whole, all of them. What they do is they mess with your perceptions and your sense of reality. So depending on the drug or the substance, you can have an altered experience. And so for some people, it can permanently create I would say like a damage, or I'm hearing altercation in their field. So that's when like the drug is too strong or used inappropriately, it can tear and damage the aura. So that's one thing. But for some drugs, I think if we use everything in moderation and for an appropriate reason, then it can really be like a gift and a blessing to help us through challenging times, especially like if if you're in physical pain, you just got out of surgery, you broke something, like you broke your arm or whatever, yeah, please, I would love some pain medicine. So, or a plant, if you have a plant-based medicine that helps. But it does alter it. So some people find a challenge with it, and, it's nothing like spiritually like magical or like, ooh, this is a big, message that you wouldn't know, but, they can become addicted to it physically and energetically. So it's more like a lot of it's physical. A lot of the drugs interact with us physically as well as energetically. So I would just say like, well, what is the reason for it? And if you're concerned about it at all, just talk to somebody that could help you kind of just like monitor, and if that's something that you're concerned about. So, but drugs can help you vibrate higher, and they can drop you low. So it's very individualized, and it's much about that experience. So, if you do ayahuasca or if you're doing marijuana, people can have great experiences, but I've also seen people that leave having a horrible experience. And now, like especially if they blew a lens off their chakra, now they're walking around in all these dimensions and talking and seeing spirits that aren't so nice. So it really just depends. So yeah, so I'm just like rambling about it now, I feel. So yeah, there's a lot of aspects about different substances, and not only drugs, you guys, like anything we ingest, whether it's a thought, like we subscribe to a thought and we take that in, it becomes part of our reality and our being, and then it changes our perception of life. Is it like a chemical, So even, well, this is similar, but essential oils, bringing that into our system, how does that affect us? Also the foods. So I started channeling this year, like trance channeling my guides, and I've been doing readings for years. And if you're interested in that thing and it's like up your alley, then I have it available on YouTube at Amy Sikarskie. There's a bunch of them. But they were talking about last week about the foods that are in our culture and in our food chain, and how they're negatively, adversely affecting us, especially in the United States. So you travel anywhere, like, well, not anywhere, but when you travel to Europe, they have pretty good food. You guys have got it made. Here, it's all this fast food and just pure crap on the shelves, and you really just, like, you go into the grocery store and I can't believe that it's called food. So also that, like, what are you ingesting in your body that could be alter your body just as if a drug would. So yeah, so there's some things.